Hi Stampers! Today we're going to make this mini hand sanitizer holder, and inside holds this little small, and it's actually 1 fluid ounce, and I got all these Halloween themed sanitizers at Bath & Body Works, and they're so cute, and they're like 5 for $5, so $1 each. So those are what we're going to use today for the little holder. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to use the Simply Scored tool again today. And we're going to use the black cardstock, and you're going to put this at 11 inches. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay, then you're going to cut it at 2 inches wide. So you should be able to get 4 mini hand sanitizers from a piece of 8.5 by 11. Okay, so you got 4 mini hand sanitizers right here. So we're just going to go ahead and make one today. And then we're going to use the 2 colors, the Lucky Limeade, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. And then the Wisteria Wonder, which is cut at 1 7/8 by 2 3/8. So first we're going to go ahead and take the Lucky Limeade, and we're going to emboss this with the embossing folder with the big shot. So let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we're going to use the multi-purpose platform. We're going to open it up to no tab. Lay that down. Okay, so we're using the Spider Web embossing folder. This is what it looks like. Very cute. And I'm going to put the Lucky Limeade right in the center of that spider web. Close that up. And then I'm going to make my sandwich. And then I'm going to send that through the big shot. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Okay, so now these are the pieces that you're going to use, the scrap pieces for the punches. We're going to use black, Lucky Limeade, and the Wisteria Wonder. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the skull with the black Stays-On. And the skull is from the Spooky Bingo Bits. And then I'm going to use the Lucky Limeade to stamp the Happy Halloween. And this greeting is from the Teeny Tiny Wishes. Okay, so we're going to take the word window punch, and we're going to punch out the Happy Halloween. And then the 1-inch circle punch is going to punch out the skull. And then we're going to take the 1 3/4 scallop circle punch. We're going to punch that out with the Wisteria Wonder. Okay, so then the 1 1/4 circle punch we're going to punch out with the Lucky Limeade. And then the 1 3/8 circle punch we're going to punch out with the black. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and sponge using the basic black classic ink. I'm going to sponge all the pieces. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, one more piece we forgot to punch out was the Modern Label Punch with the Wisteria Wonder. Just sponge that too. Okay, so now we're just going to layer our pieces together. Okay, I'm going to put a dimensional on the back side of that. Okay, then I'm going to take the Lucky Limeade marker, and I'm going to color in the skull. So let me do that real quick. Okay. Alright, so now for the mini sanitizer holder, you're just going to go ahead and start folding on your score lines. And I'm going to skip folding the 6.5 inch score line because that's just really going to serve as a guide. So we're going to fold the 1/2 inch, 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, and then 6.5 we're going to skip, 7.5, and then 8. So then this is going to make your little holder like this. But first we're going to go ahead and punch a little hole here. Okay, so we're going to use the 1 3/4 by 7/8 oval punch, and you're going to punch between the 1/2 inch and the 1.5 inch score line, and I'm slightly over the 1.5 inch score line. And just kind of center that as best you can, like that. Okay, then you're going to take some sticky strip, and I'm going to put it on the 1/2 inch score line. Okay, so then you're just going to fold that up, and you're going to line this edge, the 1/2 inch score line, up with the 6.5 inch score line. This black, I can barely see it. So it should look like that from the side. Okay, and then this is just going to fold down and close up. Okay, so for my spider web here, I forgot to go ahead and sponge that. So I want to sponge that with the basic black again, the classic ink. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently go across the spider web so the embossed image grabs the ink. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and layer these pieces together with the Stereo Wonder. And layer this onto the front of the mini sanitizer. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up on the front, the dimensional. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'll show you what I did with the other one. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this up on a dimensional also. I'm just going to cut an edge here. Dimensional. And position this right below that. Okay, so it looks like that. Then I'm going to take my basic rhinestones right here, and I'm going to use a strip. Just kind of position this so it's squared up on the side, so it looks like that. And I'm just going to run some rhinestones along the bottom. And then for the eyes of my skull, I'm going to go ahead and pop 2 rhinestones right in the center of those eyes. So cute. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use the Velcro, and I cut the squares because they were a little bit too big. So what I did is I just cut them in half, and I'm just going to layer them together. And then I'm just going to position this at the bottom, making sure it's squared up, just like that. And then you can open it like that. Okay, so then I'm going to take some more sticky strip, and I'm just going to cut 2 tiny pieces. I'm going to put them along the edge here. This is going to hold the ribbon for the handle. Peel that off. Okay, so I have the Lucky Limeade and the Wisteria Wonder and the 3/8 ruffled ribbon, and I'm going to cut about 6 inches of ribbon, and I'm just going to position this right over top of that sticky strip. Bring that around. And adhere that down. Then you can take your sanitizer, which this is the skull one that I got, and you can just slide that right inside there like that. How cute is that? Alright, so then I took the Wisteria Wonder, and I'm just going to tie a knot over on each of the sides. of the handle. Just like that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Okay, so then for the final step, we're going to use the Dazzling Details. And I'm just going to add some dots of this along the scallop, circle punch. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Can you see it? Oh my gosh. Alright, so let me tell you what I did for the other one that I made. Now this one used the Velcro, but this one I used the Modern Label Punch as my closure. So the flap over tucks behind the Modern Label Punch. So that's the only difference I did with that one. Alright, thanks for stopping by and we'll see you later. Bye!